When and where what?
did you born?
I was born Chicago, Illinois, 1948.
Alors, how did you grow up? It told me of the Indians' roots and black because you have the mix blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you grow up? At home, when you were a teenager.
How did I know?
Yeah, before the guitar. How did you grow up?
Oh, before I played music.
Yeah.
My father was worked for the railroad, and so we were always. He was a big jazz freak. He listened to a lot of jazz music. He knew a lot of jazz musicians in our family, so I grew up around a lot of music.
Yeah. Alors, how did you begin in the guitar, and why did you choose the guitar?
Well, first I played banjo, and when I was 14 and a half. And then I switched to guitar when I was 16.
Yeah.
Harmonica, see. So first was banjo.
Yeah. Alors, when did you record your first records?
I didn't do my first record until 1995.
95?
Months, yeah.
95.
That was the problem. I never did records.
And you playing in the bar before the recording?
Well, I was playing music in 1964,
Yeah.
but I didn't make any records till 1995. I
Oh.
was supposed to make a record in 69, but it fell through.
Alors,
Yeah.
which are your musical influences?
Well, I tell people your influences are not so much people as things outside your culture. Blues can't be an influence because it's part of my culture. Soul music can't be influenced because it's part of my culture. Flamenco music is an influence. Irish music is an influence. Classical music would be an influence
Yeah,
because
that's classical.
they're outside of my culture. I like that. Syncopated a Bach. I like that. That's really cool. Harpsichord music.
Yeah.
All that shit. You know?
Okay. Alors, your best memory on stage?
Well, I was just in Brittany, in Binnicky, and we had played, and there was 3,000 people, and you could drop a coin and hear it in the audience. It was so dead silent.
Yeah.
People were so into it. It's like nobody was talking. 3,000 people at a festival, not like an auditorium. It was an outside festival, and nobody was talking. It was unbelievable. It was so intense.
Yeah.
I thought I was playing in a church, you know?
Okay.
That was in Brittany, Binnicky.
I know.
Summer, August.
Yeah. Long time?
Last August.
That's
It was unbelievable. I've done that with 40 or 50 people or 100 people, but never did that with 3,000, where it's just silence. You know what I mean? I can do that in a room,
Yeah.
but to do that with that many people outside, it's tough.
Okay. And for you, your best memory in the recording?
Best memory of what?
In the recording, did you record it? The record like
Which,
that?
favorite album?
Yeah.
Always your last album is your favorite album. Just like a painter, the last painting is your favorite album. Especially with Gary Moore, that was a big deal.
Alors, we saw us 2003 in Beauvais Festival. What did you do before definition of Far Circle, your last CD? Because I saw you there 3 years ago.
Yeah, there was Below the Fold,
Yeah.
and then Double V, and then Truth Is Not Fiction, then Respect the Dead. You probably have, and then White African.
Oh, African?
Huh?
African?
Yeah, White African, White African. And then there was Negroes Walk the Earth, and then Blue Eyed Monster.
Okay. Alors, how Cassie, your daughter, she came play with you? Because I saw her in Beauvais. It's a long time.
But she didn't play bass, she was singing.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
she plays bass.
Yeah.
She plays bass now.
Yeah. I remember it.
Yeah, a little baby. She's a little baby then. She's probably about 15 or 16. When you saw her.
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. 15 or 16.
I remember the the guitar player.
Eddie Turner. Yeah, he's not with us anymore. I got good guitar players.
Yeah, it's a good surprise in Beauvais for me.
Yeah, but I have a whole different band now. I haven't had that band for 3.5 years. Whole different band.
Alors, and now is about the new CD, definition of the fourth circle. Alors, what did you choose? The title, the songs, the titre.
Oh, I had to get the title?
Yeah.
I have 2 daughters. My youngest daughter, we're at, it's called School Day, where teachers talk to the parents about what they're going to teach. And the math teacher said, and some of the things we're going to discuss is like a definition of a circle. I thought, wow, that sounds like a great album name, and I just kept it in my head. And so next time I make a record, it's going to be a definition of a circle, and it was. It sounds good, doesn't it? Definition of a circle.
Yeah, exactly. Alors, how did you meet Gary Moore? Because I know him long time.
Yeah, I met him in Brighton. He came to one of my concerts. He came over and talked to me after the concert. I didn't know who he was, and we talked for about 20 minutes. He gave me his phone number and said, call me. I called him and said, hey, come play my record. He said, yeah, okay. And we're in London about 2 weeks ago, and he came and sat in with me in London and Brighton. So he's actually come on stage and played with me, too.
I think Gary is the best character, because it's a long time ago when he's playing the hard rock metal, heavy metal. He's very distant for the journalists, for every people. And now I saw him there 1 month ago in Paris.
Yeah, they love you.
It's better. It's better. On studio. It's very cool, man. No
He's
problem.
very sweet, very quiet, very funny.
Yeah.
He's very Irish.
Yeah.
He's very Irish.
Alors. The girls, the rockers, they are also Charlie Musselwhite.
Yeah, he's sort of. I met him at the Handy Awards once, and he's just a friend of a friend, and we become friends. And he's a big fan. He just likes what I do. He sat in with me, and played with me before, and we've done concerts before and tours. And he likes to be on the edge, and so he can relate to what I do. He's very open.
He's very open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the blues guys aren't so open. You know what I mean? He's very open.
I saw him there 15 years ago. I have the good friend in Felton Cruz on the bass player, ex-musician of Miles Davis.
Yeah, I know him. He played with me 2 gigs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. That's where I met him when he was playing with Charlie. Felton.
Told me aussi, because for the record, there are the mixed songs. There are the songs for the Mexican, for the
Gypsies.
Yeah, gypsies. Come on. You like everywhere the mixed people and.
I like interesting stories.
Yeah. The great souvenir in Mexico.
What?
Do you have great memories on the Mexican people?
You know Kenny Passarelli? He's Mexican. He's Passarelli, but he's mostly Spanish. You know. And so I live in Colorado. It's a lot of Hispanic people, Mexican people, Hispanic Mexican people where I live. It's I'm the highest minority. 20% people in Colorado are 20 to 25% are Mexican. Mexican American or Spanish American, whatever. Because I live in the West, I live near Texas and Mexico.
Alors, what do you think about the French audience for you?
I'm here. Right?
Yeah, it's okay. Do you remember the Beauvais? Because we saw together 2 shows in Beauvais in the festival, in a good audience. It is a surprise for me because it is the first time for me, and
Nice.
I like mixed music, because I like the blues. It is a surprise for me because there's the rocks, there's the souls, different music, and you like the music. Alors, your projects
My politics?
Yeah.
I have no politics.
No politics. This is the new record soon. In the head.
No, I just tell a story. You make the politics.
Okay.
I'm a storyteller.
Okay.
See, the thing about politics, if you start judging people, then they'll start judging you.
Alors,
Do you get what I'm saying? There's no clean dollar.
No.
Okay?
Yeah.
It's simple.
It's,
I once knew this painter named Purvis Young. I scored a movie for him, and he was doing an interview after this movie. He said, "What do you think about the people coming in and tearing out the highways and building these sky rises?" He goes, "Yeah, well, I don't want to make a comment," he said, "because those people would buy my paintings." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. You know, people say they don't want to take money from the corporation, but the artist goes and gets grants, and the grants come from the corporations, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Alors, also there are 2 weeks, the drummer to B.B. King, Mr. Coleman, who is speaking together for the blues in USA. It's very difficult, the same in European, because the music for the young teenager is different. The new, what did you listen in the? It's okay. Alors, when did you see Jimi Hendrix?
oh, I saw Jimmy play at Regis College. Then after the concert, there was a place called the Family Dog. They had a Family Dog in San Francisco, and a Family Dog in Denver. And so I worked there. So after they had an after party for him, and he was jamming, but he was playing bass. Mitch Mitchell was playing drums, and Noel Redding was playing bass. And so they had a jam session, and I got up and played a little harmonica with them. Then I had a jazz flute player play with them. And then they kept on playing and playing and playing, and I got tired. I went home. They were still playing. I heard they played till 4 o'clock in the morning. I left about 2:30.
You sing one time? Or
I
many
only seen him
times?
play that one time, yeah.
One time?
At Regis College, yeah, in
And
Colorado.
what do you think about Jimmy for the evolution in the guitar? Because
The most important.
it's very important.
I always have a mandolin player. He argues about the Beatles, and I say no, Hendrix is the best. The Beatles are the best. I'm in the Hendrix camp.
Yeah, and the
I told
lyric for
him it's a
the
black thing.
okay. So
Okay.
thank you.